Nara. So I've been to Nara a few times, and as you can see, there's a lot of deer in Nara. It's a city in Japan, and yeah, let's talk and let's watch this video. Here we go.
Must see traditional Japanese temples, known for some of the oldest and most important temples in Japan. Nara is also known for its located an hour from Kyoto to Osaka. Nara is a city that has enough on it.
Yeah, so I'm living in Osaka, and to go to Nara from my house, it would take like an hour and a half. If you are in either Osaka, Nara, or Kyoto, um, the distances to each other is not very far, so I recommend visiting either or while you're here in Japan. All right, let's go. Nara.
Its own to walk overnight. The city's of its vast scenic 2 minutes walk away from the Kintetsu Nara station or 20 minutes walk away from the JR Nara station. Here's a very general history of Nara in the old days. Japan's capital moved to. However, 17 Nara was the reign in Japan. Buddhism was, and therefore temples are in Nara. The Buddhist temple was so important, being overpowered by the capital was moved from Nara to Fukuoka in 1884 for over 1,000 years. From temples to museums, there's a lot. Give you a planning your trip to top 5 things to do in Nara. 5. Kasuga Taisha. Established shrine of the family, influenced Japan's history over many centuries, is dedicated of the city. Nestled in the city, nonsense, donated by are lit here during the festival in mid-August. The shrine also features a prototype that would be used when constructing later shrines, known as Kasuga's.
All right, so take a look at these. So these are many temple like types, and I mean they're shrines. These like shrine types is where you can like pray, and then you throw a coin. You would go up the stairs, and then you would I think it was clap twice. You're supposed to clap twice, and then bow twice, and then clap twice. Something like this. If you ever go to the shrines, take a look at the people, and it's I think it's always 2 2 2. It's a pattern of 2 2 2. From what I have it on one of my other videos where I recorded the custom where they do the clapping and then throw the coin. But yeah, you can find these types of shrines like everywhere throughout Japan. It's not only Nagoya. All right, let's go.
4. Beautiful Japanese garden located in central Nara has 2 different sections, a front garden and a rear garden. It features next to a pleasant network of walking paths lets visitors admire the garden, houses, even a Sayama. Make East nicest Nara in our next to the in the amazing art ancient family that number
Yeah, and also when you go to like these shrines, you can also buy a lot of souvenirs. There's like a souvenir shop at all of like usually at all of them. And then if you ever see one of those tea like shops, you can buy a lot of like green teas, I think rooibos teas, chamomile teas, like black teas, like all kinds of teas. Um, and the other thing, like what you can do is also they may or may not have a tea ceremony. So the one, let me see. I went to yeah, I went to Nara and I did a Japanese tea ceremony. So look out for those.
3. Kofukuji Temple. Temple is 10. The family Fujiwara were time. Kofukuji was also one of the temples in Japan for centuries. The temple ground Buddhas in Japan.
Yeah, this is really nice. If you guys ever go to Nara, you must go here. It's very beautiful and the architecture is amazing. This is probably one of my favorite places to go to in Nara. It's amazing. And if you go early, like you in like it's a sunny day, you can get a really nice like beautiful view of like the nature and the temple. It's gorgeous. You have to go there.
His main temple, the central, had been destroyed for three construction. Maintained
So it's
looking very
rebuilt.
nearly like Fujiwara. Next to the hall lies the which features the statue. If you are visiting the temple, to visit
Yes.
National Treasure Museum, which is impressive.
Right here. So yeah, this museum is really incredible. So I think that's the Buddha, they call it the Buddha of 1000 hands or 1000 arms. And I've tried to get more information on this to like as to why he has 1000 arms, and like I could not get any clear answers. Japan has many like different types of Buddhas. There's like a Buddha for many types of things, which I cannot understand, even if I try to inquire about it. Uh, but anyways, this museum, it was also in one of my other live streams. This museum has many like relics, and it has like many people. It's very strange, like to be honest with you guys. So I'm a Christian, so to me it's like seeing these things so strange, because like some of the other like statues in there, they're not even like human. They're like I don't know, they're just like scary, like they almost look like demonic figures or something. But it I guess it's worth going inside and just taking a look. I remember it was being remodeled a few months ago. um I there is an entrance fee, but it's very cheap. I think it's like $5, $5 to $10. It's a very small museum, but you get to see like these really interesting statues, is like the one right here in front of us. Anyways, yeah, recommend it.
Nara Park.
Yes, and Nara Park is gorgeous. Like exactly as you guys are seeing on my screen, that's how Nara Park is. Like the grass is really nice and cut, like and then you'll see like deer walking around, and you can hand feed the deer. Most of the deer have their horns cut off from what I've heard. So you don't really face much danger that they might hurt you. But I guess there's been cases I that they might bite you, but I think the biting is only because they want food. So if you go to Nara, you can go to, here's a quick tip. Go to the 7-Eleven or any like little supermarket, and then look for these crackers. These crackers are specifically made for deer, and when you go to Nara Park, you can feed the deer with those crackers, and yeah, it's really fun to hand feed them. And oh, and they'll also bow. as you feed them. So if you like bow to them, like if you just do a bow gesture, the deer are used to it, so they'll try to bow back because they know that if they do this gesture, they're going to get a cookie or some food because they've experienced this all the time. But yeah. Oh, and you have to go early. Last tip, you have to go early because the deer will be gone, I think, after like 5 or 4. I think they migrate like back to their own homes. Like they'll go to not a park and they'll walk around, but at certain times they'll just head back so you won't see them. So you must go early. Okay.
Action is home to hundreds of
Yes.
the missing Nara. They have been designated as national during the cherry.
All right, the cherry blossom season are those pink flowers that you see on the tree. Cherry blossom season is, yes, as he said, it's in April, and those flowers last for 2 weeks. They're very gorgeous. They're very, very, very beautiful. And the season is very nice. So I highly recommend if you can go. But it's also the most expensive season here in Japan. So if you're watching from America and you want to come to Japan, just be aware that this is going to be the most expensive season. But it is worth it to see those flowers. They only blossom um, once a year for 2 weeks, and if you're here for that time, you're lucky. There's also parts of America that has cherry blossom. I think it was Washington D.C., but they also don't last very long. Oh yeah, and watch out for the deer's poop when walking around.
Beautiful highlight. And in November, although the deer are most, some can be aggressive if they
Yeah,
think you will. We recommend the deer if you are planning spots
yeah,
near the
exactly.
entrance of the park is the National Museum, which of Japanese Buddhism statue.
Uh,
Number one,
I think
Todaiji
I've
Temple.
not been there. Todaji Temple, I've
Todaiji
been
Temple is
there.
one of Japan's most prominent temples and one of Nara's main landmarks. Established in the
I've done
century,
that
it became the
with the
nationwide
incense.
network of temples. Although Todaiji Hall was constructed in 709 on a smaller scale, until recently held the world's largest wooden and houses a
All
15-meter
right.
tall bronze.
Yes, it has one of Buddha's biggest statue. So when you walk in through the central gate, you can see a giant Buddha right in front of you. It's pretty I guess interesting to watch. If you're a huge fan of Buddha, you might want to check it out. Even if you're not, I still recommend going there because if you're in Nara, you might as well just walk around the whole place. And it's not like everything's far. Everything is pretty much within walking distance. Yeah. Oh, and yeah. Anyways, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're interested in more like Japan videos. I have to shout that out because I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. So yeah, please subscribe. Anyways, let's continue.
Of Buddha. Buddha, to give you an idea of the Buddha, as tall as
Yeah, it's huge.
inside the hall. Construction smaller. The popular attraction is a pillar.
Okay, so this pillar, yeah, it's believed to be Buddha's statue. It's the nostril of Buddha. If you can fit through this little hole as an adult, like I think it's like good luck or something like this. So actually I did it and I had like a bunch of people watching around me as I like struggled to pull myself through. Uh yeah, so you should be pretty fit and not claustrophobic to get through it because it's a really small hole. It's actually a little bit scary because it's really small. You don't want to get stuck. But yeah, it was fun.
With the hole the size of statues, visitors manage to squeeze through. It is believed that they find enlightenment in their next life.
Yeah.
A typical visit to Todaiji will have you start at Daimon Gate, one of the completed in it houses two steps designated next to the museum, exhibiting and culture. Walking up
All right, just one more thing. Like I told you guys before, every temple and shrine has like shops. Japan is notorious for having like shops at the end of anything. If you go to some museum like or any place, they have like shops there guaranteed. So yeah, if you want to take souvenirs, let me think. Pricing. Souvenirs. I think like super touristy areas, the souvenirs are really expensive, but it may be like this area is okay. I don't think it's maybe too overpriced.
the hill to the right of the main hall, temple halls that Odaiji. Among them is the hall, which offers insight of the Omizutori, a collection of rituals
It's
held
beautiful.
annually from March 1st to 14th. During this event, giant tours reaching up to 6 meters across the wooden temple's boundary.
All right, I have
This
not
top
seen
5
that,
list
but
gives you a good place to start when planning your trip to Nara. For more information, places mentioned in this video.
yeah. Anyways, so like I said, if you ever decide to come to Japan, if you have the time, I highly recommend you go to Nara. Um, it's not far from central Osaka. So if you come, let's say from Tokyo, and you take the Shinkansen is the bullet train, and you arrive at Shin Osaka, you're like maybe 2 hours away from Nara, which is not bad. So like if you go to central Osaka, you're in the middle of like everything. So everything is within like reaching distance. But yeah, I recommend Nara if you can go. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'm gonna do more of these. And if you're interested in Japan videos and guitar videos, music related stuff, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.